Do you know that chewing gum is actually not banned in Singapore? Instead, something else is banned. Watch to the end and you'll realize that you have been wrong your entire life. So, chewing gum, which is the act of chewing gum that cannot be digested, isn't illegal here in Singapore. You see, before 1992, we all used to chew gums and put temporary tattoos on our arms. If you don't see the link, then you should go back to drinking milk. But the problem was that people were anyhow sticking their used chewing gum everywhere. In lift, on cinema seats, on doors, on bus seats, on their wife mouth. What? You never did that? I told my wife it's common. Sorry, I thought it was common.
You were wrong.
Sorry.
You were wrong, cause it's not common to stick on bus seats.
It's common. Back in 1983, the Foreign Affairs and Culture Minister has already brought up the issue, saying that HDB has to spend $150,000 every year to clean up used chewing gum. That's over $284,000 in today's dollars. So then the authorities ordered SBC to stop showing chewing gum advertisements. Now I know you're wondering what SBC is. I also don't know what SBC is. So be ching, si be cham, same boring channel. Who knows, just comment. Then you disclose your age. Back then, school tuckshops have to stop selling chewing gums as well. But it was back in the 1980s, whereby long hair for men were also kind of banned, and everyone didn't complain about anything. So there wasn't a big hoo-ha. It's not that the government forces everyone to stay home for weeks, and then you'll be jailed if you go out to eat bak kut teh, right? If really something that restrictive happened, confirm hey, what? Circuit breaker? But the final straw came when the MRT was built. You see, if you ever wanted to bring someone for the lack of chewing gum in Singapore, bring Ma Rong Tai or Matthew Roger Tan or anyone with the acronym MRT. Cause when the MRT was built, chewing gum became a bigger problem. So much so that eventually it was announced on 30 December 1991 that chewing gum will be banned from 3rd January 1992. Now, can we really put the blame solely on MRT? Yes, yeah. The authorities did mention that the ban was because chewing gum litter had disrupted the smooth running of the mass rapid transit trains. But here's the thing, the ban isn't chewing gum. Although somehow nowadays we always relate the words ban and chew together. Instead, it's a ban of selling chewing gum in Singapore. You see, the law is under the Regulation of Imports and Export Act, Chapter 272A, Section 3, also known as the Regulations of Imports and Export Chewing Gum Regulations. Simply put, it's an offence to import chewing gum into Singapore. The exact sentence is, the importation into Singapore of any chewing gum is prohibited, except for certain gums. But technically speaking, it's an offence to import and to sell chewing gum in Singapore. This means, yes, you can chew gum in Singapore, but you cannot sell chewing gum in Singapore. But of course, you might think I'm lying, because I'm just a blue cat on the internet. So go Google chewing gum ban in Singapore, and this will be the first result you see. Yeah, on local sites, it clearly shows that it's a ban on the sale of chewing gum. But if you scroll down, you see international media saying that it's a ban of chewing gum, leading to one of the most popular misconceptions in Singapore. In fact, if you ask any foreigners what they think of Singapore, this will happen.
I
know that Singapore bans chewing gum and will be caned and jailed for chewing gum.
Oh my god, I know that Singapore banned chewing gum, so we can't eat the chewing gum.
In the meantime, if you think you have learned something, consider subscribing and also watch this video to be slightly smarter.